All right, so today we're going to do something cool. We're diving deep into this really dense, really powerful freestyle. The goal here, to break down all the complex metaphors, the crazy imagery, and really get a feel for the world this artist is painting for us. And boom, right out of the gate, the artist just throws us into the deep end with this line. This isn't just some casual observation, you know? This is the entire foundation for the track. It sets the scene. We're in a world where everything is an illusion. You can't trust your eyes, you can't trust your ears. And that skepticism, it's going to color every single thing that follows. So think about that. If you can't even trust what you see and hear, where does that put you? Well, according to the artist, it puts you right in the middle of a jungle. And we're not talking about a literal place with trees and vines, no. This is a state of mind. It's a hostile environment where just to survive, you've got to be on high alert, constantly, almost paranoid. And listen to the contrast in this line. They're pushing peace. That sounds good, right? But in a jungle. Peace is a trap. The real warning here is to watch the back door for hyenas. And obviously they're not talking about actual hyenas. They're talking about those two-faced, opportunistic people, the predators who smile at you while waiting for you to turn your back. But the fight isn't just against the outside world. Oh no, the artist makes it clear they're fighting a war on two fronts. You've got the hyenas, these external threats, circling you. And then, at the same time, you've got your own demons raging inside. It's just this constant state of conflict with threats coming at you from every single direction. So how do you even deal with all that? How do you survive? Well, check out this brilliant flip of the 23rd Psalm. This is where the artist just declares their own resilience. It's a statement of complete and total fearlessness. I mean, they're not just walking through the valley of the shadow of death, they're in there battling demons head on and aren't even breaking a sweat. It just shows you the incredible strength they've got. Okay, so we've established the environment, this hostile jungle. But every jungle has its own food chain, its own social order, right? And this one is not pretty. The artist kind of shifts gears here, moving from just pure survival to talking about the social structure. And the number one rule in this world? Betrayal. The entire system is just rotten from the top down. Now, to really get the next line, you have to understand the weight of one specific word: snitching. In the world they're describing, this isn't just telling on someone. It is the absolute worst thing you can do. It's the ultimate act of treason, a total violation of the code. It is without a doubt the highest crime. Okay, so with that in mind, listen to this line. It just hits you like a ton of bricks. The artist isn't just saying, hey, people are betraying each other. They're saying it's at its absolute peak. It's so common now that it's basically normal. That whole idea of loyalty, it's been completely torn to shreds. So who's doing all this betraying? Well, it's the people in charge, the people at the top of the food chain. And that phrase, rotten kings, man, that is just so powerful. It immediately paints this picture of a leadership that's not just corrupt, but completely illegitimate. These so-called kings are really just snakes, and their power is built on nothing but rot. This kind of puts it all in perspective. Think of it like a trust index. For your tiny, immediate inner circle, sure, trust is high. You have to have that. But the second you look towards the rankings, those are rotten kings we just talked about, trust just plummets. And for anyone else, the opposition, the outsiders, it's zero. Absolutely nothing. Trust is the rarest currency in this world. Okay, so you're surrounded by hyenas, snakes, and your own demons. What on earth keeps you fighting? This is where the whole narrative takes a turn. Because out of all that darkness, all that struggle and betrayal, something powerful emerges, this unstoppable ambition to get to something better. And the artist's plan is actually super clear. They lay it out for us, almost like a roadmap. Step 1 is the origin, starting from nothing, molded from dust in the pottery. Step 2 is the method, working smart, being prepared properly. And step 3 is the goal, to enjoy the finer things, to reach that life of success. And that goal, it's not some vague, fuzzy dream. It's made so real, so tangible with this one specific image. Expensive crackers and cheese at exotic wineries. Think about how powerful that is. It is the absolute polar opposite of the gritty, violent jungle. That specific vision of peace, of luxury, that's the fuel for this whole fight. All right, and this brings us to the grand finale. The final statement. After surviving the jungle, fighting the demons, calling out the rotten kings, what's left? The artist delivers this incredibly powerful declaration of who they are. This is what it was all for. So you have to ask, After going through all that, who is this person? Who is the artist become? They ask the question themselves, and then they give us the one single definitive answer. And here it is. This is the main point, the whole thesis of the freestyle. I represent the difference, and it ain't no defining me. Their identity isn't a category you can put them in. Their identity is being different. It's being undefinable. In a world that is desperate to put a label on you, the biggest win is to just refuse them all and stand on your own. And that's how it ends, with a direct challenge to anyone listening. It's not just a brag, you know? It's this rock-solid, confident assertion of their own uniqueness. The artist has just laid out their entire worldview, their entire philosophy, and now they're daring you. Go ahead.